everyone. So I am currently driving to Costco to get some nice string lights to hang up under the pavilion at the reception, and then look for some big tin salad bowls, and then just scope some other things out like paper towels and plates and all that sort of stuff. I just left Walmart just trying to gauge prices and options on things like little glass jars for tea light candles and some aesthetically pleasing chalkboard signs and that sort of stuff. So just starting that process, and it's super fun. And yeah, just trying to figure out what my vision is and what I want and how much I want to spend. So
all right, take two. What are we up to?
we're in the attic at Shepherd's Fold, and we got a few things going on. We got all the silverware done in the basket, ready to go. Got all the candles ready to be put on the tables. We made sure the welcome sign can be set up right. I know I'm working on the centerpieces, and there's a whole lot of other stuff going on here, but Nolan's gonna get the root beer out in a minute and go fix all the tables.
Yep.
How you feeling, Noel?
Good.
He's hungry.
Take a bite.
Starting with food, one of the biggest details, something you're going to spend the most amount of money on at a wedding. My friend Lauren found this company called Brick and Basil, and they have a brick oven on a trailer that they bring to venues and make pizza out of. So they literally just trailered it in with our truck and then set up a tent, and we're pumping out pizzas. These guys were awesome. Wood-fired pizza, I mean, who can go wrong? Nobody that I know of doesn't like pizza. Sure, it's not the healthiest option, but you can't go wrong with pizza. They were making specialty pizzas, made to order pizzas. They were cranking them out. No one was without pizza. They left a bunch of leftovers after the couple hours that they were there. They left boxes of pizza, so when we were dancing and then find yourself hungry, we could go get a piece of pizza. It was awesome. So we had wood-fired pizza for dinner. A couple of our friends did pizza for their wedding a year ago. They were a year ahead of us at the academy, and their pictures were super cute, and it was awesome. So I made a little sign that said, "I love you with every pizza in my heart." I thought it was super fun, super easy, on the cheaper side. So if you're looking to not spend as much money, pizza is definitely a good option for that. So that's what we did for our food, and then we had a bunch of salad on the side. Like I mentioned, I wanted to go with the outdoorsy, woodlandy, Northwest feel for the reception. And so we had brown paper bags on the table that had trail mix. And then, I have to talk about the cookies. So my roommate Clara, her mom, has a bakery called Little Alice Bakery. Again, linking it down below for sure. But she makes custom cookies, and so when I first had gotten engaged, Clara had surprised me coming back from spring break with some cookies from her mom, which were so cute. I'll put a picture of those here. But then for our wedding, I knew that I wanted to do cookies through her too. She was super booked because, Clara was also graduating from the academy. So she was busy preparing for graduation, but she managed to give us 100 cookies, which ended up being our wedding favors. So we had one of our custom cookies at every place setting. They were super cute. So if you're ever in or around New London, Connecticut, Little Alice Bakery in Hartford, so cute. Check out this Instagram. I mean, how cute are these cookies, right? So we had those for every place setting. Like I mentioned, there were already picnic tables at Shepherd's Fold, but Nolan and I actually invested in a bunch more wooden picnic tables for Shepherd's Fold so they could have them long term, and then we could also use them for our wedding. So we had the picnic table with some pink chiffon runners, and then at each place setting, the brown paper doily is what I call it. And then we did plastic silverware. I went with the rose gold, so I found some rose gold plastic silverware, wrapped it in a napkin with a piece of eucalyptus and then twine. So I wrapped that up for every place setting, put that on, and then we did all of Costco's white plastic placeware. So for our plates and cups, we did all plastic. So again, on the cheaper side, but still looked super good. So that's what we did for each of the place settings. And then for the centerpieces, Nolan cut a bunch of wood slabs for the centerpieces. So we had the wood slab, And then on top of that, I had over time gone to Goodwill a bunch of times and found mason jars and our little tea light candle holders is what I call them, but really they're just glass teacups that I found at Goodwill. So over time I just went and scoured Goodwills across the area, found a bunch of cheaper glassware that was all mismatched, which was kind of the vibe I was going for. So we had a mason jar with some of those fake flowers and eucalyptus with the table number, and then the jar with the tea light candle, and then we had the trail mix on the table. I think that's kind of it. So that's what the tables looked like. We had a head table with the same decorations except just a few like specialty glass cups that I had found and some candlesticks. And then for our dessert table, I had a chalkboard that I wrote some more love on because we had a fire with s'mores for our main dessert. We also had a beautiful cake that my roommate Clara, her family's just like overall extremely talented in the baking area, but my roommate Clara actually made our wedding cake, and so it was a carrot cake with cream cheese frosting, our favorite. So we had that on the dessert table with a wedding topper that I just got from Amazon. A lot of stuff I got from Amazon. So that's what we had for our dessert table, and then our s'more stuff and just some cookies, and then I had chocolate milk. We had chocolate milk for our dessert table. You know, some of my favorite things, you know, together. So s'mores, all that. And then to drink, we did what they call a dry wedding. So Nolan and I don't really drink alcohol very much, and so we did old-fashioned soda actually from my hometown. So in Washington State, there's a company called Northwest Soda Works, and then our family friends, the Bedfords, they make old-fashioned root beer, cream soda, Marionberry cream is one of my favorites, ginger beer, all those, you know, typical old-fashioned sodas. So we had those out, which was super cool because, again, the bottles all say Northwest Soda Works and have my hometown on them. So that was like a little thing that I brought from the Northwest to our wedding. All right, so this is what we got going on today. Got a billion packing peanuts because I ordered some old-fashioned soda from my hometown. So it's Northwest Soda Works, Bedford's, Port Angeles, Washington. So I got Marionberry cream, some root beer, and then ginger ale. So those are gonna be nice glass bottles for the wedding. So I'm packing them now and getting them moved up to the storage for now. And then we had some lemonade and water, of course, for the drinks. And I think that pretty much covers food. So, like I mentioned, there's a nice pavilion at Shepherd's Fold that we got some string lights for, and we use that as our dancing area. My dad and I did a daddy-daughter dance the same time that Nolan and his mom did their mother-son dance, and we danced to I Hope You Dance. It's a song that my dad had used in a video for my 1-year-old birthday, and it's kind of like a special song between the two of us that we'd use. And so my poor dad, I feel bad for outing him right now, but he was crying. And then later I danced with my grandpa, he was crying. It was just a great time, so much emotion, but like the good kind of emotion where everyone's just like really happy and sad because, you know, we're getting older, but also super excited for what's to come. Anyway, so dancing was super fun. We had glow sticks for when it got dark, so everyone was in glow stick party mode. For music, I didn't get a DJ because, you know, like I'm just gonna shuffle a playlist on Spotify, but my friend Matthew, who played at the ceremony, he was our makeshift DJ, Matty K. He just had a playlist on his phone that he had put together of all the clean, fun, old school, like middle school dance music that you dance to. You know, Sweet Caroline, Cupid Shuffle, that kind of music. So we danced to that, had glow sticks, it was a party. The kind of order of events that we had was our ceremony, obviously, and then we transitioned to our reception where we ate dinner. After dinner, we did our speeches. So my sister and Nolan's best man, and then 2 other of our bridesmaids and groomsmen did speeches along with both of our dads. And so we did speeches, and then after speeches, we actually had a baptism at our wedding. One of our friends at the academy wanted to get baptized that day, and so we said, of course. They got baptized. There's a baptism pool out in the woods at Shepherd's Fold, So we had a baptism after our speeches, and then after that we had our dessert, so we cut the cake.
Oh yeah.
Find the face. This.
Gentlemen.
You're good. Oh, this part was
My roommate made this cake, everybody. She loves it.
a carrot cake, by the way. That was terrible. Can I lick it?
It's like the Matrix. Wow, she dodged that pretty good. Wow, you look great, Nolan.
Everyone's gotta use it. Take off that. Yeah, we'll might read over it.
Kiss it off, Baron. No, kiss it off, Baron.
Started the fire for s'mores, and then started our first dances, and then the dance party after that. So those are kind of the main wedding details that we had. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, after dancing, we actually had 30 minutes of worship around the campfire, which we had done so many times at the Fold before, so that was another special way to end the evening before Nolan and I left. So we did worship for about 30 minutes, and one thing about our wedding was not only was it our wedding, which is already a super awesome, memorable day, but it was also the last time that we were going to see a lot of those people. You know, we had just graduated. We were saying goodbye to a lot of our friends that we had been with for 4 years, 3 years, you know. So that last 30 minutes, not only were we worshiping God, but we got to say goodbye in like a more mellow setting to a lot of our friends, because we weren't going to see them, you know, for a while. We were moving and we were dispersing my class around the country for our new units. So yeah, so we had worship to end the day in remembrance of the one who brought us to that day. You know, God is the one who really brought me and Nolan together and wrote our love story. So we wanted to honor him there, and worship is just one of our favorite things to do anyway. So that was super fun and a great way to end. And then after that 30 minutes of worship around the campfire, we did a typical sparkler exit. So we blasted the song Thank You Lord and did a sparkler exit, and we got in Nolan's truck and drove off. So I'm trying to think of anything that I missed. As far as our wedding ceremony and reception go, I think I got most of the details I wanted to talk about. I did have a bridal shower. A few of my bridesmaids put together a really awesome bridal shower for me with just any girl that we could think to invite from the academy. Again, like with our relationship from the get-go, we didn't want it to be about us. We wanted it to be about serving other people. We wanted to be others focused. And so my bridal shower, like our wedding, was an opportunity to share the gospel with people and share lessons that I had learned about relationships and that my mentors had learned about relationships, and just have a good day full of love centered on the Lord. So we invited everyone we could. It was a super awesome day, and I'm so thankful for those friends who planned that. So if you're watching this, thank you so much. And then when I got home with my family in Washington for part of our leave, my sister actually, who again was my maid of honor, who couldn't be at the first bridal shower, she planned a post-wedding bridal shower for all of those family and friends who couldn't make it out to the wedding. And so we had a celebration there as well in Washington, which was super amazing. My sister did such a good job. We had a bridal shower at my grandma's house, and I got to celebrate, like I said, with all my family mostly who couldn't make it to the wedding. So that was a super fun day as well. And the party just never stopped. You know, Nolan and I, the way it works once you graduate the academy is you have 30 days of leave before you have to report to your new unit that you'll never get again. Like, if it's kind of like a user lose type of leave after you graduate. So we had 30 days. So we had our wedding the day after. We went on a honeymoon. So we went to actually Orlando for a week again, with having to plan a wedding in a short amount of time, that also meant we had to plan a honeymoon in a short amount of time. And so we didn't want to spend a lot of money. One, we didn't want it to be super extravagant. In order to go out of the country in the military, you have to do all the foreign travel clearances, and so we didn't really have time for that. So we found a place in Florida, and then the MWR does cheap tickets for military for Disney World, and so we went to Disney World. Nolan had never been before. My family loves to do Disney. All right, we made it in the park.
We did.
We're going on our first ride, Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, how do you feel, Nolan? Got our newlywed buttons. Happily ever after.
I'm just curious.
Just taking it all in, first time here.
Yep.
Buenos días, señorita. My siestas are getting welcome to our tropical hideaway.
Having fun, Phil? Taking a video.
The ride is really soon.
I was like, why is this so weird? Like, you go in.
No, tell me, what? You go in and then you come back out?
Yeah, I was like, did we skip ahead?
You touch the sky, just reach up, don't give up until you realize.
Unfortunately, I got sick, so it was a little bit of a downer. You know, when you're really busy and have a bunch of highs, and then your body can finally relax, you tend to get sick because your immune system lets its guard down. Anyway, so I got sick, which was not fun, but it was still a fun time to just have with Nolan after the craziness of the last couple months. And then after our honeymoon, we went back to Nolan's house for a week and packed up all of our registry items, and that's where all of our stuff was from the academy. They had driven our cars back down from Connecticut to their house in Virginia. And so we went back there for a few days, got everything kind of organized and settled. And then we flew to Washington for a week for my little sister's high school graduation. So we got to see, she had her last day of high school, and then we got to be there for her graduation. Again, like I said, she did the bridal shower for me. We had her graduation party. So everything, perfect timing. My poor parents, they had two graduations, a wedding, my sister figuring out her college plans. It's a busy time for my parents, so thank you for being troopers. So we did that in Washington, back to Nolan's family's house for a couple days, and then came down here a few days early before we had to report in to, you know, get situated in our new town. So, holy moly, that was a lot. And I feel like I probably even missed stuff. Oh, one thing I did miss. My dress, again, super simple. I went on, some of you probably think I'm crazy. I went on, it's Baltic Born. It's a little boutique online, and found a $90 white dress. Didn't try it on before I bought it. Bought the dress, had it shipped to the academy. Yeah, either this is gonna really work or it's gonna be a flop. We'll see.
What are you worried about?
I don't know if I'm just worried about if it's doesn't look fancy enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a simple gal, but still.
Yeah. What's up with that? You just
It's at least the right color white.
gorgeous.
It's heavy. So, I guess we'll see. Tried it on for the first time in my room with Clara. And yeah, that was my wedding dress. It was super simple. I didn't want anything super extravagant, nor did I want something super expensive because, you know, you're gonna wear it once. I didn't want to have to worry about it. I wanted to just enjoy the day in my dress, you know, party hardy. So got a dress online for 90 bucks and it worked out. So that's what I did for a dress. Like I said, my ring is rose gold, so we got Nolan's wedding band. Also, the inside of it's rose gold. It's super cool. So they kind of match there. So that's another detail is our rings. All right, so I thought I'd show y'all what I did for my bridesmaid proposals. So I definitely stole this idea from Brooklyn and Bailey. So if you watch any of their videos, Bailey did this for her bridesmaids, but I really liked it and I thought it was super cute and something that they could use in the future. So I ordered all of these wax seal kits. So they're just so simple. They don't cost very much on Amazon, and I was able to send them like to my bridesmaids who aren't in the area. So I got these and then I just wrote, "I can't seal the deal without you. Will you be my bridesmaid?" So just gonna stick that on there, tie a little bow, and it should be good to go. I thought it was super cute and super easy. I got them each these rose gold cross necklaces. I don't know if you can see, but these rose gold cross necklaces to wear the day of the wedding, and then to have as like almost like friendship, but like God friendship, connected through the Lord necklaces. So we all have those. My earrings and bracelet I got online as well. Everything was pretty cheap. And yeah, I think that's like all the details that I have. Yeah, it was a crazy 2 months, but also so fun to plan a wedding, you know, planning a party. That's the kind of thing that I like. You know, I had my spreadsheet, Nolan and I had our spreadsheet with all the different details. Making the website was super fun. So I really enjoyed it, and it was a quick 2 months, but you know, wedding planning is as stressful and takes as long as you let it. So we only had 2 months. I couldn't really let it get super stressful, and I couldn't really let it drag on. So it is what you make it. That's what I have to say there. And remember, at the end of the day, it's about you getting married and you making a covenant promise to your husband or wife that you will stay by their side through the ups and downs that life has to bring. And that's what it's really about, making that commitment in front of your friends and family and in front of the Lord. So remember, at the end of the day, make it about the most important thing and have fun with it. Don't forget to have fun. That's all I have for today. Like I said, not all of you might be interested in this video, but if you made it to the end, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I also made an Instagram for Nolan and I to go along with this channel, so if you want to be involved in maybe future Q&As or see what we're up to on a more personal level, go ahead, I'll put the handle here. Go ahead and follow us over there. And that's all, and I'll see you guys next time. Keep looking up.